So it's about March. It's not about March. It is March in the game, not in real life. I haven't just sort of time travelled to record this video, or past or future, technically. Where would I go? Would I go back to 2019, 2020 March, or would I go to 2021? I'll probably go 2021 March, see how the world is after a vaccine, and hope that it's all good. Anyway, it's March. We've practically won the league. Roll the intro. Hello everybody, welcome back to the NK Maribor save. I am Cultured Left Foot. Pleasure to have you with me as always. And yes, it's going very, very well. As you can see, we are on 61 points from 26 games with a goal difference of 36, which is ridiculous. The closest goal difference to us is Mura with 10, and we signed their best striker. So take of that what you will. Yes, 47, 61 minus 47. Can't even do the math. Something for... What, 14? Is that it? It's 14. It's not actually that much. But 14 points clear. Really good run of form that we've been on. Absolutely ridiculously, stonkingly good. Given the fact that we were last together for Domzale and Bravo, we then won 2-0 against Gorica. We drew 1-1 with Alumji, which is a bit annoying. 3-0 we beat Selj. 5-3 we beat Tabor Cezana. 5-2 we beat Olimpia Ljubljana. We then lost 3-2 to Kupa in a game that we absolutely dominated. And I mean... dominated, as in we absolutely destroyed them. It was ridiculous. We then beat Mura 1-0 with a 36-minute goal through Matko, and today we have Ljubljana and Domzale, and then we'll be going through to the end of the season. In terms of transfers, nothing new to report. Cobbler got annoyed that I threw a water bottle in the previous loss, and then said, well, if you're not going to deal with it properly, you can put me on the transfer list. So I put him on the transfer list. He got a player interested, and then I've now taken him off the transfer list because he's one of our highest rated players. He's come through the youth team. He could be really useful going forward in the game when we've always got to have one player from the youth team. But if we get a good youth intake and stuff like that, then he may well see himself out of the door, because you just don't piss Dave Nichols off, do you? It's just not what you do in the game. You just don't do it. Training, he's not training very well. Kvashuleva, who's been potentially one of the most useless signings I've ever done on Football Manager, is also not training very well and not doing very well. However, his value is going up, so there should be profit to be had when we eventually sell him. And Brahim Utara is playing very, very well when he's called upon. 6 appearances, 2 goals, a 7.02 rating. You can't really ask for too much more from an 18-year-old Ivorian settling to a new division. His stats are going up, which are being trained, which are good. So we're working personally on his acceleration, agility, anticipation, and flair in, I can't remember what that is. I honestly cannot remember what I've told him to do. I haven't given him any additional focus. So attacking midfielder, I thought I sorted all this out. I want you as an attacking midfielder on support, and your additional focus, oh yeah, it's going to be strength actually. Strength and jumping reach to try and do that. But how tall are you? You are 5'9", so you could be pretty decent in the air. Maybe strength isn't what we want to focus on here then. Maybe we'll go final third would improve. What does final third improve? Composure and decisions. 11 and 12, not too bad. Agility and balance, not too bad. Quickness is pace and acceleration. We could try and make him a bit of a speed merchant. Or do we try and get his passing? Vision, passing and technique. Vision 13, passing 12. So it'd be like double... It'd be double exercises on passing, technique and vision. I think that could be a good thing to do. And what I want to try is to get him to try killer balls often. Try killer balls whenever. Put an arm around him. Like you start coaching Brahim to try killer balls whenever often. That makes sense. I'll action it immediately. Well, bloody hell. They don't normally say that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to try and load this guy up, Brahim Utara. We're going to try and get him to do killer balls often. Tries tricks. We're going to make him try and move into channels. We're going to make him a really hard bastard to pick up. How old is Marosa? He's 27. I don't think there's too much point in teaching him stuff. Matko at 20. Let's see if you will. We'll get an attacking movement on him. We're going to see if we can get you to go into the channels if we can. Dribble down the right, dribble down the left, get forward, move into channels. I think that's a suitable choice to add to his game. Me too. That's why I suggested it. So we are training him as a winger. We are training his attacking movement, so it should all pretty much align anyway, which is great. So we're one day away from the Olimpia Ljubljana game because... Oh, right on cue. Didn't even plan this. Youth intake day, we have a potential goalkeeper. Oh, now goalkeepers are great because if you bring a goalkeeper through your youth system, then you've always got one player from the youth academy in goal. Everybody else doesn't look the best around. Nikola Mlinaric could be okay. 6 foot, good tackling is a good start. Physicals aren't the best though. We've got Viktor Skendrovich from I was going to say Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's wrong. From Bosnia and Herzegovina. And again, okay, very aggressive. Just very, very aggressive. So, and then you've got lots of people that aren't brilliant. Now, the question is, will we get another kid? Because obviously last time in the Maribor save, we did get Sam left foot. So, hopefully we can get a Nichols in this one. But obviously, no individual player stands out from this youth intake. I would argue against that and say that Jaka Zugalej is probably the guy that does stand out, but unambitious. We're going to have to try and find him. If we can get him in, I'm not going to attend the game. We can try and get him into a mentoring group to try and improve his determination and stuff, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Olympia Ljubljana, it's only 2 days actually after us, and then we've got a big break until the next game. So yeah, it's going all right, to be honest. I knew I said I'd dive into a bit of training and show you what we're doing. So generally, we have just been working on possession, tactical possession, and then I go in and edit them every so often. So yeah, we've got like a whole week here where some people are going to be on international duty and some aren't. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to do a boot camp, and we're going to get a physical boot camp on the go with Sunday all off, which I'm quite happy about. And then this one down here, we're going to go on the attack because we've been battering Domzale every time we play them. They're bottom of the league. So we're going to go for attack, but we're not going to do any physical because of the boot camp the week before. So we're going to get rid of physical, and we're just going to go for shadow play to get our strikers on form with the goalkeepers. To get our strikers on form with the tactic, and then we're going to add into here, we're just going to do some attacking set pieces just to try and emphasize the fact that we really need to utilize these to make the board happy. So they still want the set piece goals, so that's interesting. Yes, first 3 second, but a big points difference. So let's get into the tactics and see how it unfolds. So Villa is also suspended. Thank you for all those people that commented to tell me that Milik is actually suspended in real life between this stage because of an anti-doping ban. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'll have to... Well, I mean, nothing we can do about it now. He's suspended. So Sturm will come in. Sturm's been okay. He's not been brilliantly fantastic, to be honest, which is a little bit annoying. Martinovic is one away from a yellow heavy. Phil is still playing at right back because Milik is injured, but we do have Klinar, who I'm probably going to start, to be honest. Maya can't go on the bench. We'll pop Koblar back on the bench. A few people are... Yeah, 45 minutes of action, 45 minutes of action. Okay, so we'll rest Matko for Bajday and Derivasic for Mihilek, I think it is. Again, apologies that I haven't got the thing up next to me to let me know how to pronounce names. I look at it every day and I'm like, I need to remember these names, and then I don't, and I'm an idiot, and I apologise. But yeah, we'll go in with that. Tavares is banging in 22 goals this season. Absolutely ridiculous. We're actually going to go... Should we go a bit more attacking? I'm wondering if we... Do we just leave Bajday up there and then get Kronoveta as an attacking midfielder? So he's just back just a little bit. We'll go for that. So... People seem happy with the formation. They seem happy with how we're getting on. The board are very happy with everything, other than the fact we haven't signed high reputation players and we're not scoring from set pieces. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll live with it. So outstretched arms. If we play our game, you'll win. Pump the fist. Give the fans a performance because it's a rivalry game. And then faith. Gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. There you go. Bit of impromptu George Michael for you. How are you looking? How are you likely to set things up terms that way? We're going to absolutely dominate from the kickoff. Tim Elsnick, he's very good, but I don't care about their players. So they're lining up in a 4-2-3-1. They're sort of matching us up, which is interesting. And, well, their best player isn't even playing today, which is interesting. They're resting lots of players as well. So we've got Pidic, Klinar, Mitrovic, Martinovic, Sturm, Vahovic, Mihajlek, Bajday, Kronoveta, Rog Pankas, or whatever his name is, on the left, and Marcus Tavares up front, which should be very interesting. We are caning the league, as you can see. The referees walk out, the players walk out. Let's get into this one and see how we get on. So 15 minutes gone, nothing really to talk about. 2 shots, 3 shots for us, 3 on target. 1 for them, 1 on target. No highlights though, but here we go. Oh, it's for them. It's a set piece. We need to be scoring something. They've got an overload at the back post. I can already see it. They've gone short, though, to Von Berger. Back to Suma. Could get tackled. Back to Von Berger. Nearly a really good, well-worked set piece, to be fair to Olympiana. Olympiana. That's combining Olympia Ljubljana as Olympilana. Great. So highlight, and it's an interception for Ljubljana, as we're calling them now. Elsnik. Oh, he is on the pitch. Timmy Elsnik. A very good player, actually. Elsnik gets it back, looks for Lysakov, who's pushed forward, and there's a ball over the top into Von Berger. Von Berger shoots, and Pidic with a good save. They did get in between, just in behind our high line there, as Richard Suma should always be pressed. Not sure about that, because I'm going to say a number of those crosses are corners and free kicks. So Suma into Elsnik, and Timmy Elsnik is doing pretty well, number 10, and he's just kicked it out for a goal kick. So yeah. So with a minute to go, or a minute of injury time, we've got a corner, and it's Mahilek's going to take it, and it goes towards Mitrovic, headed away. Kronoveta, who is absolutely dying on his arse, because I didn't realise how unfit he is still on the pitch and playing. Pozek Vankas, back to Mihalek for Hovek. He loves a shot from range, and Vidmar touches it over. Number 41 in goal for Olympia Ljubljana. But we get another corner. Mihilek will put this one in again, and it's headed away again, this time from Samazadic. Bajde holds it up down the line. Gregor Bajde. Is it George or Gregor? I'm sure it's Gregor. Again, it's been tackled against him for a goal kick, and that will be half-time. Not the best of performances, to be honest. Let's have a look at some of the data. We'll go into this team. The team stuff that I like. We'll look at us first. Average position. And with the ball... Yeah, with the ball, we're actually getting decent numbers up. I think maybe attacking midfield or an attack is the way to go for the second half. Without the ball, yeah, you can argue there's a gap there, but I don't think our line's too high. I don't think they're really getting into that space behind, so I'm not too fussed about that. Ljubljana, they're lining up in basically a 4-1-3-1-1 when they don't have the ball. When they do have the ball, they're very spread out. They're very, very spread out. I think we can hit them on a counter into the channels. That's what we want to do. We want to sort of go ball into the flanks is what I'm going to go with when we make the we'll make the changes in the tactics. So first things first, Kronoveta is absolutely shagged. So he's going to come off for Utada, and we are going to go to an attacking fielder on attack to try. Actually, we're going to go shadow striker. We're going to drop Bajde back onto a support. He's having a good game, so I might change that back. Sturm is having a shocker. Oh, we didn't put a left back on the bench. What an idiot. I should have known that, because Sturm, he doesn't always enjoy the big games. Verhovek is also really tired on a 6.8. He's going to come off to be replaced by... I don't really want to play Repas in there, but I'm going to, as the Mazzala. We will drop our line back ever so slightly. I've just knocked it up to extremely high lines. We're going to knock that back, and we're going to say more direct passes, and we're going to go down the wings. And in transition, we're going to counter to the flanks, and we're going to take long kicks to try and put in. To try and behind, and actually we're going to do that quickly as well, so that we can get that counter on. So let's see how that unfolds. We'll go hands on hips, and we'll say, I'm not happy. We should be winning. I'm not happy, to be honest. We're not playing brilliantly. So 2 subs at half-time. I think Repas in central midfield could be a bit of a leak. A leak wink. It could be a leak wink. That's why this episode's called Leak Wink. There you go. He could be the weak link. We'll find out. Well, an hour gone, and absolutely diddly squat is happening. So we're going to go up to attacking. We're going to see if we can... let's add it into work the ball into the box. Wow, it's just nothing happening. I mean, Olympia Ljubljana will be delighted with a 0-0 here. Right, we're going to try and force the issue, actually. We're going to try and force the issue. So Marosa is going to come on for Tavares. Vankas is going to come off for Matko. And we're just going to put Matko and Marosa up top, like so, as a double advance forward. Utada is going to come out onto the wing, which he can't really play, but I believe in him. You've just got to have faith, haven't you? You've just got to have faith. We've already mentioned it. You've got to have faith. We'll put Repas. Wants to be a Mazzala. Well, I guess we'll leave you as a Mazzala then, I guess, if that's what you sort of want to do. And Mihilek, yeah, deep line playmaker. That's fine. We'll have 2 wing backs on support, so Sturm can just change there. Yeah, let's take off focus play. Get it into the box again. Let's drop it down and try and keep the ball a little bit better. Definitely don't go to the flanks now because it's not our strong point. Build it up from the fullbacks quickly and you can decide what you do, goalkeeper. And then we'll do it much higher. Let's go and pressure them. I don't want to get stuck in because it's a derby game, so I'm not too fussed about doing that right now. But because we're going basically a 4-2-4, we'll also drop down into a positive mindset rather than attacking. But with 15 minutes to go, it's been a pretty even game. They've had better XG. But all in all, we're not doing brilliantly. Again, 10 minutes to go, still no highlights. Bajday's not having a good game. He's going to come off and we're just going to push Filler up there. In fact, Repas can go out on the wing because he can actually play on both wings. So 8 minutes to go and... corner! Mahilek puts it in. Mitrovic with a header. No, it's cleared away. Mil back in first time. The centre-back, Ilya Martinovic, has got his third goal of the season. And, well, what a first-time volley cross from Mahilek there. So the first corner went in, it was headed away at the near post, came back to him, right-footed volley, just a little toe poke sort of volley, and then a left-footed volley at the back post. It's 1-0. It's 1-0, and we've got a goal. Probably undeserved according to XG, but we've got another set piece now. Mahilek, in it goes, and was that a penalty? No, Repas will try and keep this one alive, and it goes back post. Mitrovic is there, and the other centre-back gets a goal. His second goal of the season. Hopefully that will count as a set-piece goal, because it originated from a free kick, the highlight. But, well, it looks like Olimpia Ljubljana weren't set up for our more attacking formation that we've changed to, and it's been absolutely wonderful. Repas left-footed cross in, a good assist for the sub there. Goalkeeper's just sort of pencil dived and got it wrong, but we're not moaning. 2-0. Just like that, isn't it? It's turned around. It's 2-0. I've got an XG of 0.66. They've got an XG of 1.15. So they'll probably be very annoyed by this result. But we're going to say we've gone to the home of our rivals and picked up a wonderful 2-0 win. Yeah, their XG really took off when we went to 4-2-4, but we're the people that made it count. So I think outstretched arms, good win. Good win. The second half chat and the change of formation really made it work, which was absolutely wonderful. And we extend our gap at the top of the table, which was very, very nice. Right, we've got a bit of time off now, so we'll be back for the next game against Domzale. See you there. Here we are then, back on second game day, NK Domzale, and not much to review. It's mainly just going through the mountain of scout reports that people are sending in from the scouts. So people are sending in from the scouts. No, people that have been found by the scouts. So we do still have lots of people out on assignment, but generally it's all coming through the people that... so if we go to scouted players, look at all these players that we've actually scouted, and then I choose whether we want to carry on scouting them. So there are some good players in here that have been scouted. There are some not very good players in here that have been scouted. A few of the ones are, excited to move to us, but it's not going to be cheap to buy them in. And then we've got some absolute dross right down the bottom. I mean, we found... the guy who's travelling around Europe's doing well because he's found his way to San Marino and has scouted all the San Marino's youngsters, and they're all terrible. Absolutely terrible. Seda Dumbia is in there as well. Stephen Island. I mean, Antonio Conte. Not the Antonio Conte. They're very different. But this guy looks like he could do a job for us. It does look like he hasn't actually got a scouting thing yet, but as a right back, a 27-year-old right, he could really do a job for us. And he's French. Yes, please. Scout him. He must have been approached by a thing. But yeah, the scouts have been busy. They have been out there doing their thing and having a look. And as we say, I don't always go on... There was a Man United badge in there. There was definitely a Man United... Lee Grant. Oh, Lee Grant, yeah. Joining Real Salt Lake City. I thought I'd avoid going for Lee Grant. I don't always just go by these recommendations. They do help. They do look to... influence you, and that's what they should do. But generally I will look at the player and think, right, what's his age, what are his stats like, how much do I think he can grow. This guy looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll probably make a move for him in the summer, so that's all good. Right, let's get into the tactics. We're going to start with the 4-2-3-1 again, and we know that we can go to the 4-2-4, which I've now set up as the second tactic in there, just in case we ever need to quickly utilise it. I don't have to do all the messing around in there as well. Always useful generally to train two tactics. That's what I find. It's always useful to have them. Right, let's see what the assistant thinks. He thinks Martin Milek is back. Martin Milek is back. Our starting right back is back. Good times. Milek is back. Then we've got Perisic and Martinovic. Why are you not playing The man mountain that is Mitrovic, because he's suspended. That'll be why. Okay, Peric and Martinovic. Villa at left back. Vahovec and Filler in the middle. Interesting. No Darifusic, even though he is fully fit. So you're definitely coming in to replace Filler. Matko, Kronoveta, Pozeg Vankas and Marcos Tavares start up front. Now, I think come next season, this squad's going to look very, very different because we've got lots of old players who are going to be out of contract. Or do you know what? We're actually going to go put you as a fullback on support. Because I don't really want an old team. I also think I'm going to upset quite a few people in terms of subs and maybe subscribers to the channel, maybe fans in the game. Because, yeah, people like Marcos Tavares probably won't be getting a new contract. He's old. He is scoring an absolute bucket ton of goals. But, you know, we need to build this club up to challenge for Europe. And I think keeping someone like Tavares around is just going to actually hinder bringing through the youth that I want to. Hinder the players that we could bring in, the youngsters that we could get in, that we can bleed them bleed them into the team in the league, which we should win quite easily, and then get them better playing to their full potential later on in Europe. So I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. What do you think we should do for the older players? I mean, the older players we've got there's numerous of them. We've got Handanovic is old, Tavares is old, Kronoveta is old, Villa is old. Yeah, there's loads of them. There is literally loads of them. And at the moment, I'm just putting it off and off and off. No other teams are coming in to discuss with them at the moment. But yeah, just putting it off and off and off at the moment. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'm trying to keep you guys engaged, and giving me advice in the comments is the best way to do that. We do have a Patreon channel that you can get involved with. I have neglected it, and I apologise, Patreons. There will be some stuff coming for you in the near future. Don't worry, I've got some things planned, hopefully. A lot of it will depend around keeping my job. But yeah, there are some stuff planned. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think we do about the old players. Keep posting in the comments. Keep giving me encouragement and let me know you enjoy the series. The best way to do that is obviously subscribe to the channel and leave a like, but I generally forget to advertise to do that sort of stuff most of the time. So when I do it, yeah, why not hit that like button, because I've remembered to say it in the video. And I always say it at the end because it's part of my outro, but I'm blabbling. Anyway, we've managed to give ourselves a great platform. Mitrovic suspended, doesn't matter. We're good enough to deal without him. Look at this tin pot stadium, unbelievable. Domzale, here we go. They played West Ham in Europe. I remember that in the Europa League. I've just called them a tin pot stadium. Watch them beat us now. Watch them beat us because I've just annoyed them. Oh, he's gone close. 15 minutes in, once again, absolute diddly squat is happening in this game. I'm wondering if managers from other teams have now realised they can actually stop us from attacking quite easily by playing a bit more of a defensive shape and not allowing us to counter-attack, because a lot of our goals did come from counter-attacking, but at the moment they're not. So I have actually now lowered the tempo short of the passing. We're playing with short passing and lower tempo, so we should be building it up a little bit more and chucking a few men forward slowly as Villa is running down the left-hand side. Ball in into Tavares, cleared away. And now, are we going to get hit on the counter? We are. Jakupovic, who's someone I'm scouting to potentially bring in next year. What a save from Peric. Lovely, lovely save. Or Peric. I really need to, on the other screen, get the names up that lovely person in the comments, whose name escapes me and I apologise, has put together for me in 2 different comments now saying this is how you pronounce their names. And I really should pay attention to it. Throw in then, 34 minutes gone. Villa, that's a terrible throw. Klemčić, who's another player that I'm scouting and interested in potentially bringing in next year, is getting the ball at the right back position into his centre back, Dobrovic. Goes long. That one's easy for Martinovic to get. Perisic at the back, both on yellow cards. That's not fun, is it? Having 2 players on yellow cards. But Matko tries to get past. Does win the ball back. Tavares, Kronoveta, Milek, Darifusic. In it goes. What a ball. Vankas is there. What a finish. And I'm glad I didn't go into this so that we could see that goal go in, as Martinovic and the other centre-back guy, Perisic, is both going to be told to ease off tackles. But what a ball from Darifusic. In it goes. Vankas, lovely little toe poke. Sticks it into the bottom corner. His 8th goal of the season. 1-0, 10 minutes till half-time. Maribor are flying. Throw in for Domzale. And I've been told as well it's not NK Maribor. It's not. Wait, I think it is because it's Namunka Club, isn't it? It's Namunka Club. So I think it is N.K. But they don't say it like that in Slovenia, according to my comments. It is like Anke. NK Maribor, I think is how you pronounce it. But we're going to stick with NK Maribor because that's what I've been saying ever since I've started supporting them. Tavares is in behind. The keeper's come out. Tavares is sort of round him. 23rd goal of the season. This is the conundrum. This is the conundrum I have. Because Marcos Tavares has scored 23 goals in this game, in this season, and it's not even over yet. And do we have anybody that can step up to replace those goals? I think we will in the league, but I just don't know. He's so good. He's so good. If I can maybe keep him on as a coach, maybe I should do that. If I can get him to agree to a lower contract, maybe I'll get him to do that as like a backup player. But I don't think he's going to want to do it, as we are cruising to another victory here. So hands in pockets, we'll say. I'm very happy. Keep it going. No subs at half-time. They're not needed. The training went well. A few players complained that the boot camp amid in that week off was a bit too much physical training for them. They just came and moaned to me a little bit, but I just ignored it. It wasn't like a moan team meeting moan. It was like a little thing where you say, oh, I think we've got too much physical training. I think we've got too much strength training and things like that. But it was for 1 week, so just pipe down and get on with it. As Kate feeds it in to Sostaric Kadic on the left. Ball across, and the shot is blocked. Jakubovic drops it back to Ibrisic, into Pisek. Out to Sostaric Kadic again, into Mulan. That's definitely not the name. As Pedicic dived into a tackle and then pulled out at the last minute. Ball across. That's a good goal. It's 2-1. And Domzale scores straight after the restart. And that's going to give them a little bit of joy, isn't it? That is 2-1, as it's a good ball in. I'm not that person. And Pedicic sort of dived in, got the ball, and then withdrew from the tackle, maybe because he knew he was on that yellow card and we turned to ease off tackles. But you're not going to miss a header from there. It's a good one at the back post. It's 2-1. So it's a free kick now. Mujan puts it in, headed, cleared away. Tavares is sort of isolated, but the counter is on. Pozek Vankas has got loads of space out here. He plays it. Matko, who's got quite a few goals himself this season. Matko's in, fires it into the bottom corner. 12th goal of the season for the youngster Matko, coming through the youth team and playing really well on this right wing. He could potentially be our goal scorer up front. I know that finishing is pretty crucial this year in FM, whereas previous years it's not been that powerful for a striker. You could get a lot of goals from a striker that didn't have good finishing, whereas this year it does appear to be that good finishing really does make a difference, which is what you want, to be honest. We're going to take off Pedicic for Koblar, although he is transfer listed, or was transfer listed. We'll give him a little bit of a go and see how he does. No, you're not on the pitch anymore, so you don't have to do that. But we are definitely giving up more chances now. I don't know if there's been an update to the game that sort of tweaked some formations and stuff, but we definitely are giving up a few more chances. But anyway, 15 minutes to go, and we have a 3-1 lead, which is lovely. And we are in the middle of a highlight, so I don't know why I ended that as if I wasn't going to commentate, because I am. Pozek Vankas, back to Derivicic. We do keep the ball well. Maybe this lower tempo is the way to go. Villa, lovely back flick into Derivicic for Hovic. He loves a shot. Over the bar. Whenever he gets it on the edge of the box there, you know he's going to shoot. And he's scored some absolute bangers for us this season. So with about 7 minutes to go, we're going to make some subs. Corona Veta is going to come off to replace by Utada. We will also take off... Well, Koblar's just come on, so he's not coming off. Vahovec is going to come on to be replaced by Mihilek in the Mazzala role. And we'll go with that. That will see us through till the end of the game, hopefully, where we'll hopefully be having a 3-1 win yet again. So throw in just before the final whistle. Matko brings it down. He's tackled well. Svetlin gives it back to Mralic. Goes out to the wing. Does manage to find Kolobardic, who turns, puts a ball across. Jakubovic got away from his man. Jakubovic, good save from Piric. It'll be a corner. We've had 21 corners in this game, which is absolutely ridiculous. We may get a chance for another goal before the game. Look at me in my purple suit on the sideline. Absolutely ridiculous. Villa comes down the left. He's tackled well by Horvat. That will probably see us through to the end of the game, actually. 10 seconds to go. Villa, and it goes to Pozek Vankas, just booted away for a throw off his feet. And that will be the full-time whistle. I imagine this throw will come in, and that will be that. So a good 2 wins in the episode. Lovely stuff. A good wins against what I would definitely have determined MK Domzale to be a rival team as well, normally, but obviously not this season. They are really, really struggling down the bottom of the table. But yeah, we absolutely battered them when it came to the end of it. Outstretched arms, good win, good result. Everybody looks happy, and I'm very happy. We've got an unbeaten run. It's brilliant. I don't think so. My players are dedicated and focused. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. So yeah, Domzale down there, 23 points, drawing with Cooper at the bottom, and Maribor up there, 17 points clear, plus 40 goal difference. It really can't be too far from us qualifying from us winning the league. So Champions League, I think, is what we're going to get to. Europa Conference League by securing a top 3 finish, which is good. The under-19s won as well. We'll send the assistants of that, and we do book our Europa Conference League ticket, but that's not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for top spot in there as well. So it probably looks like, well, Murasels, Bravo, they're all like Lumji are all in with a shout of getting that 4th spot. Tabor Cezana have probably got 3rd wrapped up, and you'd say Olympia Ljubljana have probably got 2nd wrapped up, and we should be top by quite some margin. It's been pretty emphatic, hasn't it, our little run in the league? Not too many games to go. We'll be back for the last game of the season, so let me know, which is against Olympia Ljubljana. Let me know down below what you think we should do with the older players. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and for now, I'm out. Cheers.